microphone and go from there. Let's see. Audio. There we go. Okay. I see it showing up now. I didn't have my microphone. My bad. Hey, family. How are you doing this evening? I am Hot Mess Eve with the baby's booty. And tonight we're going to kind of like chill down a little bit. Just a little bit. Do a little bit of designing, so to speak. And then testing. So tonight is all about testing. Now, I haven't done a QR code before as far as doing one in rhinestones. I've done one in rhinestones that were, vinyl or sublimation, but I haven't done one that was bling. Okay. And so the thought process behind that is going to be, will the rhinestones, because of course we got that shimmy shine on our bling, right? Our stones are just like, you got to wear shades, get retina surgery, the whole nine, because the bling is out there. But will that affect like using it with your cell phone camera to pull up the QR code? Will it work or will it not? But I have an alternative idea that I think might work. So we're going to see if either one does. Okay. But meanwhile, we also have a really awesome set of designs available by the Rhinestone Mechanic. He comes through for you guys every week. And so we've got a new set of really awesome designs and a mystery box available. The link for that is in the description below this video. So definitely check that out to see what awesome designs are there. As a matter of fact, we'll take a sneak peek at some here in a moment. But rest assured, the $2 mystery box has value to it because you're getting more than just one design at a super duper low price. Okay. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. And we will be having a couple of videos coming up soon about embroidery with an embroidery project, because we've got a couple of really awesome gadgets that will be useful in the embroidery arena. So I'm excited to let you guys know about that. That's coming up. And we'll also discuss Indianapolis and let you know how all of that went down, because that was a lot of fun. Show you a couple of pictures that we took for those who haven't seen the pictures or on Instagram or on Facebook. But we had a ball. Okay. I had a ball. It was a lot of fun, and got to hang out with some super awesome folks, and want to tell you all about it because it was super, super cool, super dope. All right. So meanwhile, thank you for coming to join us tonight on this awesome Sunday night and hang out with us for a little bit. And I normally say hi to the folks who come in. So I'm going to say hi to a couple of folks, please, and get this party started. We got Baby Giant Services LLC in the house, who is a YouTube Hoop Group member, because here on this channel, you can purchase a membership to be a paid member of our channel and lend a healthy hand of support to our channel. And we definitely appreciate any and all support that you give to us. So Baby Giant Services, thank you very, very much for your support of our channel and for being a member. Just Paper Crafting, hello, honey. Welcome. Dimps Design is in the house. Welcome, honey. Laura Trevino. Hey, Laura Trevino, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Lena Doyle Crafting, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Precious Pieces is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. EJ's daughter, welcome. And thank you for joining us as well and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. We got Anita Omer in the house. Marsha Donahue, welcome. Dee Smith is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. And thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Laura Trevino says, I am excited to see if she can get the rhinestone QR codes to work. That will be awesome. I'm hoping that it will work. but we'll have to see. Sherelle Green, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Mary Brown, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got So Crafty in the house. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. I appreciate you. Beverly Smith, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Welcome. Andrea Roberts says, Andrea GS2D, hello from Atlanta. Welcome, my dear. Sharon Banks, welcome. Miss JB, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Leela Nelson, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Then we got LaShonda Rice, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We appreciate y'all. We got Time You in the house. Hey, Time You. I saw you had a whole ball. I loved the pictures. That was super cool to see, especially since my daughter is headed there next week. So thank you for the pictures and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. And then we got Niecy Sharon. We got one of the McQuecklings in the house. Hey, honey bunny. Good to see you. Suzanne Go Grand Go. She says from Durham. What happened to the Space Coast? That's what I normally say. Well, thank you for hanging out in my backyard, so to speak. Welcome to North Carolina. Tawana J, welcome. Jesse Gibson, hey honey, welcome. We got Raylene Hillhouse, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yvonne Hudson from Cali, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Karen Knighton, love your name, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. We got Tamika Cole, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Mary Ann Siabaco, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you hanging out. Sharon Davenport, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Thank you. Hilda's Barbecue of Bling and Custom Things, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Craftable Things, hey honey buddy, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Then we got Kingsbury Crafts, hello. Miss Ethel Smith Ames, hey honey, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We also have Jennifer Vincent. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Vicky Bain. Hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's good to see you in here. Shar, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Kim Molina, welcome. Viola Floyd, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Carla Thomas Anders. We've got Sharon L. Davis, who was a winner yesterday on Delanda's 100K live. Congrats, my dear. We got the Logo Zone. Hey, Logo Zone, welcome. Arkansas Babe 70 from Las Vegas. Now, wait a minute. Arkansas, you must be originally from Arkansas. Welcome. We got Elle Nicole. Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, but you had retina surgery. Well, thank you for listening in. Please continue to heal those lovely eyes and be careful. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about me talking about the bling with the retinal surgery? Yes, my bad. Missed my own joke, didn't I? That's insane. But yeah, girl, that bling be making you have retinal surgery. I'm telling you, it's tragic. Hey, Gail's Designs, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Michelle Allen, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. She is also AKA SB Creations. Mocha Crochet and Crafts, hello. Valerie Morgan, hello and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And then we got Making with Marilyn. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And one more, we got Shirley Dabney. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And I'm going to have to scroll, you guys. I apologize. Other than, hi, Sheila Cushenberry. Welcome. So thank y'all for hanging out. I'm going to scroll. Andre says, I need a printer repair. Can I send you my info via email? You can, Andre. Don't know how much help I'll be able to be for repairing a printer, though. I did take one of mine apart. And that was almost 2 years ago. And it's kind of like just been sitting there because I just haven't really had time to fool with it. Try scanning your QR code before and after you brushing your stones. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you haven't? Okay. So let's see how this goes, Tianda. I'm hoping it does. Carla Thomas Anders having trouble. Okay. I'll check that out if you go ahead and put the request in. I'll check it tonight. Hey, Coretta. So let's fast forward and get to the QR code thingy. So let's start with the QR code portion. I'm going to do a search because I can't for the life of me remember which one it was that I used to, I think it's this one that I used to get my QR codes from. It's saying sign up, but I have one that I did. Oh, there we go. I think this is it. I don't know why it's not letting me sign up with a Google account. There we go. Let's see if it works now. Okay, thank you. Okay, it works. Okay, so I'm going to, oh no, this isn't the right one. Hang on, y'all. Sorry, I need to find which account it was because I do already have a QR code. Matter of fact, let me just grab that. Let's make life easier instead of finding one. So you can Google QR code generator, and some design programs will help you generate a QR code. But I have one. Let's see if I can pull it up like this. And what you can do is hook your QR code to your website address. So if you have a website, you can hook it to that. You can hook it to a video. You can hook it to a music video. I mean, there's a ton of things that you can use to attach your QR code to help you promote your business or promote what you're doing. So like, for instance, let me make sure this is the right one and I'll show it to you here in a moment. Because what I'm afraid of in doing, because it was a good idea of coming up. Yep, that's it. Okay, cool. So let me pull up the QR code just to show you what QR code I have. And let me drag it. Sorry, I forgot to drag it over. Bloop. Okay. And it's going to be super big, but this is just to show you what it looks like. So this one, share screen, is the QR code that I came up with. Not that I came up with, but I used the website to create this QR code. And I thought it was super cute because whatever website it was that I used let you do a picture in the middle. And so you see, I put the little ducky in the middle because, of course, you know, Sir McQuackins rather is our mascot. And even though he doesn't have his pirate cap on, it's still a rubber ducky theme. So if you were to point your phone right now, you can, on some of the later Androids, you can just, you know, turn on the camera and point the camera to a QR code, and it will automatically give you the option to open it up in a browser. I think most people's phones are set up like that. At the very least, you can download a QR code reader and be able to read the QR code. But if you do the QR code, it'll take you to our website, okay? And you can use it to, you know, get to the website and make a purchase if you would like to. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to create a rhinestone design out of this. I don't know how successful we'll be. I know that our friend, the rhinestone mechanic, is in here. He probably could do it better than I can. But the concern that I have is because each one of these areas, it may have to be a certain size in order for it to work, because the whole thing with making a QR code readable is the amount of empty pixels. As you see, they're technically not pixels because they're, like, in this instance, it's way too big to be a true pixel, but each one of these squares has to be blank in order for it to read properly. So that was my original concern, but I was like, you know, we'll try it anyway, just to see if it works. I mean, I'm always down for a challenge. So that's what we're going to do. And let's open up let's open up Silhouette and see if we can't get this to work. Okay. So I'm going to close this out. Let's discard. And we're going to open up Silhouette Business Edition. Okay, so let me preface this by answering a concern that someone had with Impressa Mod Anime. She had someone purchasing her designs, and was using Silhouette. That's weird. Something is making a high-pitched squeal. I hope y'all can't hear it. But she was using, one of her customers was using Silhouette and was saying that her designs don't come in and open like they're supposed to. Keep in mind, when you're working with rhinestone designs, you really want to have Silhouette Business Edition at the very most, which is the highest level. But the step down before this one, you can have that one and be able to open SPG files, but you can't like save it and share. So it's better to have Business Edition. Otherwise, you'll have issues with doing rhinestones and SVG or SVG files, period, not just rhinestone designs. So we have Business Edition. So that's what I'm using tonight. It's $99 a year unless you find it on sale. It can be a little less sometimes, but it's a one-time fee and it's well worth it. It is very, very worth it. So, you know, I would definitely check that out if you can. All right, so here's Silhouette Business Edition. So I'm going to open it up and then I'm going to go to File and I am going to merge. So normally when I work with a rhinestone file, I prefer to use an SVG. I don't have an SVG of my QR code. I can trace it and probably make it into one. Patrice knows how to do that. And right now, for the life of me, I know I'm not going to remember how to do it. So this is totally beginners. This is like beginner stuff that we're working on right now, because if I don't use something often enough, I'll forget. All right. So just keeping that in mind. Let's hit OK and bring this in. Okay. So here's the QR code that I just showed you, and I'm going to make this bigger. Now let's see, when we do shirts, I like to do roughly about 9.5. Sometimes you can go as big as 10. This is going to be a massive QR code if we do it this way, but I'm doing it like this just to see what kind of bling coverage we can get the bigger it is. You know what I'm saying? So SS10, SS6 details tend to be better with a very detailed design. So we're going to give it a shot. Then it says older QR codes 5+ years ago, readers would read rhinestone QR codes just fine. Modern phones are so high resolution. I have not had luck this last year. Flow code has a dot type of QR code. So that would work really well, actually. Dennis, so thank you for letting us know. So you guys definitely listen to what Dennis is saying, because he has been working with rhinestones for years and years. Okay, so he would definitely know what would work and what wouldn't. We are still definitely gonna give this a try though, Dennis. I mean, I might as well. We're already here, and see how this horse is gonna ride out the stable. Miss Sharon, welcome. Thank you for coming on and watching anyway. I appreciate it. Simone says that the QR code does work with the camera on the iPhone, and Miss Tanyu says that the QR code does work. So we're, as far as the actual code itself, I'm sure they're not talking about the bling one. So let's see. Let's give this a shot. Now, being that this is all straight lines, right? All of these. Let's not take the duck into consideration just yet, because the duck technically is not part of the QR code. The duck is like decoration. So all of this on the outside is the actual QR code. So let's see if we can't get this part to work, not worry about the duck. So these are all straight lines. There's no curves with any of these. So I would go with a linear feel, which is what this is. See how, and I wish I could blow it up so that you could see this part a lot better instead of having to zoom in. But right over here in this floating panel on the right hand side, you have options. This first option across the top is no rhinestone feel. This one is outline rhinestone. So you would do an outline of an item around the edge of it. This one is linear, meaning lines. Just think line linear. And this one is radial round radial. Just use those to help you. And they also have these handy illustrations. So the radial does well with curves. So the ducky might do well with the radial feel because it's curved. But the straight one should work out better for this. The thing is it going to be solid enough? Is it going to be solid enough for it to work? So usually with this type of design, I would much rather it be an SVG, because PNG is going to be a pain in the bahookie to get it to turn to SVG. And this is one of those instances where I would have preferred my blingy bestie was helping me, because she's the bling master. You see, we got a hourglass, because it's going to take a while for it to process, because it's not an SVG. Yeah, see, it's trying to do it from a picture, and that looks tragic. So I wouldn't even do that, because some of these dots are cut off and whatnot. So let's go back. This really does need to be an SVG so it can look better. Okay. All right, so when we do a when we try to do these and make them into SVGs, we trace, all right? And then everything that's in yellow becomes in the trace area, and it becomes an SVG. And you can, which I did select trace area. I select trace area, and then I drug a box across this whole QR code. And everything that turns yellow is what it's supposed to be. But you can also see how there's like slight black lines, like right here, you can see it. There's black lines here. You can increase your threshold some to see how it's filling in a lot of places and getting rid of that black line. So you can increase the threshold, but I don't know how it will affect the readability of the QR code, but we're going to try this anyway. And then of course you can despeckle as well, which helps get rid of some of the jagged edges and whatnot. So you can do that too. I'm going to leave that right there around 50%. Okay. And then here's trace outer edge, or trace and detach. I don't need to detach anything, so I'm just going to go with trace. And there we have an SVG now, that will allow us to use this a little bit better than with the PNG. Now let's zoom in. That's right, zoom in. Yeah. So if we zoom in, you see it kind of did the cutout for us. See the cutout lines, and that smooths it and everything. Whereas by doing it as a PNG, it was trying to work with these blurred edges from the PNG, because it wasn't super sharp and super nice and whatnot. So that's why we want to change it to an SVG. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can't move this out of the way. Bloop, just like that. And now we've got, you know, basic lines and stuff. Uh-oh, let me look at something real quick, because I need to make sure the right thing fills in. Okay. So let's go ahead and start filling in stuff. Like for instance, let's break this apart. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to fill in black. So there's that one. Then we got to do this one. Now I can do all of it, but I want to make sure the right thing fills in. So that's why somebody is probably like, all you gotta do is just grab this, that, and the third. And I understand that. But some things I want to be sure is going to fill in properly. So like for instance, that, see how all of it filled in, but not the bullseye. So I'm gonna have to do some like deletion and whatnot to make sure that this design does like it's supposed to. So this is going to take some work. Probably if I had have deleted this background, it would have worked out better. Let's try that actually. You know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it that way. Let's delete. That's not what I meant to do. I did not mean to delete. I meant to cut. I meant to paste here. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to trace first. No, I'm coming in real tight. Can you test it with your phone right now to see if it works? I need it to be black first. Let's get it all filled in like it's supposed to be. Despeckle threshold, let's leave that at 0 and we're going to trace it, right? And so now when I select this, I want to select, let's do this. Let's do modify, and I'm going to see if subtract all. You tested it and it took you to the website. So it should have, but they went right. Subtract all. Okay, let's see if that's what I needed it to do. I don't know. There's that. Oh, you know what? That's not going to do what I need it to do. But if I take this one, and select that one, and we'll subtract and see if that takes it out of here so that it can leave. There we go. I think that's right. Let's see. So I'm going to grab this one and let's turn it black and see if it did what I needed it to do. And it did. All right. All right. So Heifer gets it right sometimes. Okay. So I'm going to have to do the exact same thing for this one. So I'm going to grab this outer square, hold down shift, grab the second one, and I need to subtract. So subtract all, and then take the second one and move it off, and that leaves the outer ring. So as you see, when people are making rhinestone designs, like people ask all the time, I know they inquire of Rhinestone Mechanic, and they ask Patrice. I've even had a couple of people ask me. I don't feel like I'm talented enough to offer making custom rhinestone designs as a service, but when people are making custom rhinestone designs, y'all, this is a whole hot food mess. This takes time and energy, and it's somewhat stressful. So I would not get too frustrated when you see that folks is working. There we go. Come on, let's see. Why are you not doing that? This is a lot of work. There we go. So this is, what is this grabbing? Okay. So I need to do what? Grab this one, and let's hold down shift and grab that one. Can I grab it? There we go. Okay, so let's grab that one and see. We can't grab this one. Let's zoom in some more. Grab this outside one, shift, and try and select this one. Let's see if that worked. And we'll go with subtract. Alrighty. And let's go back out. I wish I had a thought to do this earlier and did not. There we go. Nope, it didn't work. Let's do it this way. Grabbing these little squares, as you see, is a pain in the butt. This takes the patience of Job. Amen, ma'am. If you did trace and detach, wouldn't it separate the black from the white? I don't know. Let's see. Never used trace and detach, so I don't know. Because like I said, this is all a work in progress. Let's try. Ain't hurt. So select trace area. Oh, I see what you're saying. Trace and detach. I did see that earlier, didn't I? But I've never used it. So let's see. Let's take that back up, leave that back down, and let's go trace and detach and see if it does it. And if it does, then you will be tonight's winner of what? I don't know. That's some of it detached. Let's see. Where is it? Let's go back out. Some of it detached. Did enough of it detached? I don't know. Let's see. Because right now, is that it? Let's see. Come back out and see if this is correct. Control V and take a look. Let's see. That looks right. Change the field to black. Change which field to black, my dear? Because see, like this should be unless this is okay. So there's the duck. There's another duck. Why do we have so many ducks? Okay, that's why I needed to get rid of that for certain. So that needs to be out the way. So now, will it let me? Oh, it still won't let me. So I need all of this to be detached. Just trace it, don't detach. That's what I did earlier, but somebody suggested to trace and detach. So I'm down to try anything because, as I mentioned, that should go up there. As I mentioned earlier, I think that's right. Tracing the black by color. Now that's smart. So we're going to close this one out because this one is not working. Let's see. Do you want to change? No. So let's see if that works. Let's trace by color. Trace area. Let's trace by color. Let's trace the black. Trace by color options. That will be all areas, right? Yep. Tolerance. Whoop, whoop. We don't want to do that. Let's go right up to that point. And now you made this so hard on yourself. Takes a minute. You did too much. I always do too much. You know that's how it goes around here. It wouldn't be right if I didn't do too much. All right, so that was traced by color. Let's see if that worked. And let's grab this and let's fill in the color. And that worked. It looked like it worked. It looked like it worked. Let's see. Yeah, see, look, all the red outlines are there. So that looked like it worked. Release compound path. Nope, we definitely don't want to do that. OMG. Let's go right back to what that was. Okay. So at least I know because the red lines are there, this is going to be an SVG. So I'm not worried about releasing no kind of path of nothing. Let's see how it does with the stones at this point. And I was going to do the SS6 because I know for a fact that the SS6 will give a better or closer feel, a better feel than it would if I did SS10. Okay. And of course, like I said earlier, linear, hey Uni, linear would definitely work. Okay, so let's do linear and see how this is going to, oh, I should have changed the thingies. So let's grab this. Let's change this to, let's go to, I'm gonna do 15, I think. Patrice, I can't remember. Black, not half. What do you mean black, not half? You can change the outline to black or remove it entirely. Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're right about that. Let's take this and turn it black. I just didn't do it. And then let's see what it looks like. So here is SS6. All right, so my immediate concern right now with SS6 is it is not like, you see how it's, the spacing is wrong. See how this is 3 rows and this is 2 rows, 0.15. Okay, thank you, my love. I appreciate that because you heard my plea. So now making it bigger, I did see it 3 rows at one point. See, it's not, I don't think this is gonna work, you guys, because, well, whoop, what in the whole ham sandwich just happened? That thing got bigger than it was supposed to. Let's make that smaller. Even though that looks closer to the QR, let me see something. That looks closer to the QR, that picture, but that's way too big because look, that's over the 12 by 12. And taking a picture of it like that is not working with the QR, which we kind of figured that. So let's see. Let's grab this and shrink it down. So because of the spacing between the stones, it works when I use my phone. Okay. I didn't use a, what's it called? Barcode scanner. I didn't use the barcode scanner. So let's see. Let me try it with the barcode scanner. This is 12, basically 12 inches by 12 inches. So that's a whole fool. So let's see. Barcode QR code scanner. And my QR code scanner is going, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? Nope, that did not work. It scanned it, but it didn't take it where it was supposed to go. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's not working. No, it's not working. Which we figured it wouldn't. It just worked for you. Still works. Okay, well, a couple of people is working for. Because it did not work for me. Now punch it, but it works when I use my phone. Okay, so a couple of people is working for. Maybe, you know what? Y'all have iPhones, don't you? Y'all have iPhones. Scanning did work for me. Back up a smidge. Okay, so let me back up using iPhone camera. Yeah, see, y'all got iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. Web search. Nope. It keeps coming up with different things. 2. Yeah, it's coming up with web search stuff. Yeah, it's not working for the it worked on my Android. Look at y'all. Okay, so for some people it's working. It's not working for me. I don't have an iPhone. I think the issue may come after it's done in rhinestones due to the phone's cameras trying to focus. So this is what my thought process is. Okay, so my thought process with this is the rhinestones. Well, if it's working right now for some of you, with the way it is on the screen, then it should work with the jet black rhinestones. That's what my thought process is, because the jet black will, especially on a white background or a light colored background, where a person, the camera can actually actively see each dot, it should work. If it's working for you there, then with the jet black rhinestones, it should work for you as well. You see what I'm saying? So if it opened, like it didn't work with my camera, but it worked with a QR reader. It opened. Okay. So spelling diversity. Yes, it works. iPhone. Okay. So this is where, okay, you can do a QR code. And we get that. But immediately my thought process is jet black rhinestones. Or maybe hematite. Jet hematite might work. Or it would be interesting to see any of your darker colored stones should work. Okay, so your cyan is dark colored. Your emerald on a light color might work. Your sapphire might work. But what I want to try now, which I know somebody earlier was like, I'm doing too much, and I'm still gonna do too much because that's just the way I am. I want to go back to what Dennis said originally, if I can find it, in regards to the other kind of QR code. Let's see, where are you at, Dennis? I saw it, and I know you might repeat it for me, but I done already scrolled all the way back because I'm gonna try and find where you said it originally. Here it is, flow code. So let's go to flow code and see if we can get it to work. If you wanted to do it on a black shirt, reverse the stones process, put crystal where it is white on the screen. Negative, a negative effect. That very well could work. Now that one I think might be team too much as far as I'm concerned, because you saw how I was struggling. I'm not a rhinestone designer at all. And well, no, I'm not gonna say at all. I'm not even gonna take that little bit of credit that I can have from myself. Because I did struggle and make some designs, and some designs are easier to make than others. But that is not my top skill set at all. So for me to be able to reproduce this, you can do so too, as you saw. Although some of the process got fuzzy right in there, you saw me struggling and clicking different things. It shows you can do it. So let's go to flow code, QR code, and see. Here's flow code, more than a QR platform. First of all, let me see what the pricing is, because okay. Oh, cool. Okay. So you can do Pro Plus, growth. So Pro is 10. Well, you know what? Let's do it this way so you can see. So this is flow code. Pro is $10 a month, billed annually. You got basic, free forever. Sweet. Now you see how they did that? That was slick. Okay, you see how they did that? Like, here's Pro, where you pay Pro Plus, growth. But someone was like, hey, there's an arrow. Click the arrow, basic. Okay, just getting started. So flow code, you can do a free one if you want to give it a shot. Up to 2 flow codes, up to 2 flow pages, unlimited scans, data cap 500 scans, contact collection cap 500 contacts, and 1 seat. I don't know what 1 seat is. There's a thing you will only get 1 seat on the platform. Don't know what that is. People who interact with your forms can always submit their information. However, you can only access the contact details up to the cap provided in your plan. Upgrade for higher caps. Okay, so you can use this for data collection if you're interested in collecting email addresses from people scanning. So say, for instance, we're able to successfully get your QR code to work, and folks are scanning your shirts, and as a part of your scan, it goes to a form that says, fill this out if you're interested in buying a customized rhinestone shirt or a customized shirt of any sort, or whatever, however you're promoting your business. You can allow them to fill out their information in a form, and you get back to them. You can do that up to 500 people for free. Okay, you can do it for free. You can do 2 flow codes. Flow code QR codes are all dynamic, so the destinations can be edited, or the destinations that they scan to can always be edited. So what this also means is you can create a QR code. Like I can create one today, point it to one store, and then later, if I decide, you know what, I'd much rather it go to a different store, I can edit that forever for free and send it to a different address. So you can actually change as time goes where these go. And then flow pages are easy to create mobile landing pages that serves as an ideal scan destination for your flow codes. That is super cool. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to, y'all, fam, hold up. Hold up, people, hold up. Come on, let's talk. So if you were not there at the Start Here Academy on Wednesday night to hear Angel B and hear her talk about utilizing social media to get your business out there and promote it, and showing how so many of the social media options that you can choose from are free to promote your business, instead of most of these other, avenues, or folks that say how you should promote your business or whatever. There's a charge. Well, she was going into detail about how it's free and all the different ways you can do it. And if you didn't make it, you missed it. It was amazing. She did a beautiful job. Here is another instance in how you can take something that usually companies charge you for, and it's free. Okay, so I don't know if you know what a landing page is, but a landing page is a place where you make one little simple page that you can direct customers to. They click on it, they go to that page, and when they go to that page, it captures their information for you, and it helps you build an email list. And it's very powerful. It's a very powerful thing. If you look up landing pages, you'll see lots of information about it and how you can utilize that to harness income, more income for your business. Okay. These folks is giving you one for free. If you don't have a QR code yet, flow code is a way to go. I don't have any kind of referral, nothing. I'm just telling you right off that this is, a good way to go because it is free. Okay, so let's do the QR code here, and see if we can't grab one and make us a QR code. So I'm going to start with the basic. It's probably going to ask for personal information, and it is. So let me slide this over so that I can go and put in basic information. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. And did it again. There we go. All right. So I just signed in, created an account. Let's see. Y'all are walking through this with me. We will not apparently be able to bling this tonight because it's already going on 10 o'clock. But you never know. So make a flow code, name it. So, of course, we're going to name it The Baby's Booty. All right. So I want my flow code to look like. Okay. So you can make a design from scratch. This one has lines, but what Dennis was talking about was this one with the dots. Okay. Come on, fam. This only makes sense. This only makes sense to do a QR code that has dots, because that's what we're using is dots, right? So this makes sense. If you want to do a rhinestone QR code, go to flow code, get you a dot QR code. You can make it any color you want, but I'm going to use black because, of course, utilizing black will help us get the foundation that we need for silhouette. Okay. And then I'm going to do mine in square. Let me see if it'll let me do square. Yes, it'll still let me do square with the dots. Okay. And then the center of the code, you can add custom text or upload an image. You can say scan me if that's what you want. You got to upgrade the pro to change, what you want. Look how this person put their logo, the pearl. So if you want the picture, like I put the duck in the middle of mine, then you got to upgrade. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Then frame, customize with a call for action. You can make it say scan me. Frame text cannot be added to flow codes optimized for video. So we're not, unless you need your flow code to go to a video, this would not be, you can't do a frame text. So scan destination is a website. So we're going to put a website here. Let's go here. Let's go. Store. Actually, you know what? I don't want that one. Let's go here to hotfix store. Okay. So here we've got the dots. They're all the way around. You also got the outer border, which I don't think we'll need, but it's there. I want to make one flow code, add smart rules to your flow code. So what are smart rules? If you add more than one scan destination, you can apply rules that define when and how a user is directed to this scan destination after they scan your flow code, which is super cool. That's going into stuff that's above my pay grade. So we're going to leave that one alone. Custom redirect link. You can change the URL that appears in the banner notification after you scan a code. So I would definitely want to upgrade so that it makes sure that the flow code branding is removed, and that it definitely redirects to my domain. Okay, so I'm probably going to upgrade this before I do this because I don't want flow code in my do flashy, but you know, whatever. And then you can use tags. If you want to create your flow code, and then you can order from their print store, things that you can put your QR code, which is super cool. But we're doing this for the reason of doing a rhinestone design. So let me see if it works. Okay. You guys might have already tried it. So let's see if it works. And so what they're saying is, let me make me bigger if I can. Let me see. Oh, let's do this. So see how on my phone it's saying flowcode.com URL. So Flowcode took my store and made it flowcode.com so that when people, it's basically free advertisement for them. But I mean, to be fair, I'm doing this for free. But when I open it in the browser, it redirects me to my store. My store opened up, and then it also opened up a Flowcode video. So if you wanted to specifically say your store, then you need to pay to have them upgraded so that it will show just your store. But it did work. Mine came up with a disclaimer that says code is not complete. This actually worked for me, which is crazy. But I'm getting ready to change it because I'm just like, I need it to not redirect. I don't particularly care for that. So let's do this. Oh shoot, they talking about in order to keep it from going to there, you got to do Pro Plus, not just Pro. And Pro Plus is $40 a month. So they a trip. But depending upon how serious you are about your business, then it could be worth it for you if you plan on utilizing this flow code, on a regular basis. So that's entirely up to you how you want to do it. But it's $10 a month or $40 a month to have all this other stuff taken care of. And you know what? For testing purposes, let me try this one more time. Mine came up with, okay, older cameras are flow code scan. What is this? The code you scanned is a preview. This is not your completed code. That's what you just said. So create your own. Do not screenshot the code you just scanned. You will not be able to. You must follow steps 1 through 3 and then download the code. And since you're here, enjoy 20% off. So they actually, you see what I'm saying? So when you don't upgrade, they're able to add in extra stuff to get you to spend money. So I didn't finish it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do create and download. So let me go back to share screen and show you what it does Now, this is, you're learning with me, right? That's the whole point. We trying this together. I'm trying it so that you can see what happens during all of these steps so that you can make an informed decision when it's your time and you won't struggle. You already know what to do, right? So let's create and download. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Now, this is the free one. So this is supposed to be the one that works. This is supposed to be the one that works. So let's take a look and see how it works. I'm going to use my camera and point at it, and it says link, show options. Let's stop sharing again. So see, it says flow code. It went away because I took too long. So it says show options. Show options. I want to open link. And when I open link, it goes right to the website. It goes right to the website. But it did not, when it showed the link to open, the link said flow code. It did not say the link to the store, right? But that's okay. No worries. So we're going to download. All right. So I just downloaded it. And I'm going to minimize this. And let's go back to Silhouette. And let's bring it in. So let's, where are we at? We're going to merge. So this is a blank canvas thing. And we're going to merge in the flow code that I just made, which is right here. So let's click OK. And there it is. Now, funny thing about this that I'm just now thinking about is we need to turn this into an SVG. And these are already dots, right? So when we go to turn this into an SVG, if you go ahead and turn it into an SVG based on the size of the rhinestones, then you already got it where it needs to be, okay? So let me do something real quick. I'm going to take a look at something. So this is an SS10, and then I'm going to do freehand, and I'm going to put 1. And now let's zoom in a little bit and check something out. So look, here's the circle. So it's a little bit smaller, just a smidge smaller than this SS10 circle. So that's pretty cool. So let's grab this, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. All right. And now let me grab this again and put it right over the top of it. And boom, that's so close until it's ridiculous. Okay. So let's go ahead. When you tried it, the dots came in as 3.9 millimeters larger than the 3.302. Oh, you can't see the screen. I apologize. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that, fam. Okay, there we go. Let me take me down so that you can see. All right. So again, all I did was, let me back it away. Because Dennis said that his came in at a certain size, but this is an SS10 size stone from here, and I didn't even try it yet, Dennis. So if I take this, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's make it yellow so that you can see it better. See if it goes. Yep, it goes over the top. So see, look, that's way too big to cover that. Okay, so that's why I grabbed it, made it a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna actually take that color away only because it makes it where I can see the dot behind it. And so now when I put this over the top, it's still a little too small. I mean, but it's so close, it's ridiculous. All right, so let me zoom back out. And I think this is close enough for us. So I'm going to take this circle away. And what we're going to do is, let me see if I can remember what we did. We're going to select trace by color. And then I'm going to grab the black. I want all areas, or do I want the single area? Which one did I do? I can't remember. Tolerance. We're going to take it all the way to where it popped in yellow. I think it was all areas. Oh, no, that's what happened. We let it go. It did the circle. So let's see what all areas is. All areas. There we go. That's what it was. All right, I took it to right here, and I'm gonna take it down just a notch because some of them circles look like they're trying to touch. All right, and so let's trace. Mind the gap. Yes, I am trying. Oh, you know what? That's right, Dennis, because we got to make sure that the stones, the flock cuts out with the gap. So, that may cause us a problem, but we'll see. Now, what I will say is this, and hopefully, flow code folk won't be too upset with me for saying this, but let's turn this into a color, by the way. Wrong color. So let's see. There we go. Nope. Let me back up. That's not what I want. Okay. So what you can do with this is you can take out this now because you turned it into an SVG. So the QR part is now gone. Bottom left will have flow code instead of dots. So usually with QR is either bars, the straight black, or as you see, is dots. So we'll see. And some of these dots look real suspect. So you know what I would probably do, which is a dentist thing. But what I personally would probably do is come back and actually touch each one of these and do a freehand rhinestone and put stones on here to make sure that the circles are perfect. Because right now, look, some of these look sick. Look kind of non-circly. Look how that looks horrible. Let's click on it. Yep, see, it ain't even, it's 0.132 by 0.128. The circle is trash. Oh, you know what? I know why it's trash. I know why it's trash. Let me go back. And let's grab all of this. And let's see. Let's do this number right here. This is SS10. And let's do linear. Will linear work? Nope. Linear does not work. Turn these into rhinestones. Nope, that didn't work either. We need these to turn into rhinestones so that they'll... Here, let's do this. There we go. That's a stone. That's now a stone. That's now a stone. But I am selecting each one individually. Fill the trace colors black. You're going to have to manually stone the squares unless you want them in HDV. Grab this one. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need that. Let's see. Let's see if we need all of this. Hold on. This is new. Never done it before. So that one worked because it's open. So let's grab this one. Hold down shift and grab this one. Hopefully it grabbed. And then we'll do subtract. And grab this second one. Not the first one, sir. This one. And hit delete. And now this first one. Hold down shift. Grab the second one. Oh, come on. And subtract all. And then there we go. All right, so that's that. And now let's see something. Go back to the rhinestones. There we go. I'll grab these and do radial fill, and all of the circles are now filling in like they're supposed to. So I'm just gonna grab all of these not the squares. And we're going to do radial fill to turn them into perfect little circles. And so to help me know what I've done, I'm going to turn the ones I've done yellow. Okay. So that I don't grab the same ones and radial fill those. So let's grab these. Let's go radial fill. This is 10. We're going to turn them yellow. Let's grab these. And we'll go radial fill. And then we'll turn them yellow. Group them, then turn to rhinestones. Yeah, these I did already. So we're going to turn those yellow. Let's grab these jokers here. We're going to do these. And yeah, like folks said, I'm probably doing this the hard way. Don't care. You can do it the easy way. If you know what to do, you can do it the easy way. So I'm doing it the best way I know how, which is going about doing it as if a person is brand new doing this, which technically I am. So if you're more skilled, then you take the shortcut way that you know to do better. All right. So now these are all perfect circles for SS10. The spacing is a little tight. So, you know, that may cause a problem with the flop. Not sure yet. So here we've got this area. So what I'll do is let's see what this looks like in SS10. Now, I'm not sure that these black bars matter that much, but we're going to try anyway, and that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So let's go none. Like Dennis said, it's not going to work because it is too small, especially to keep these dots the size that they need to be. This is too small. Okay, and apparently the black boxes need to be there. Probably more so these here than, because you see how this one is cut off at the bottom. So we're learning. All right. So let me see. Let's grab all of these. Where is it at? So we're going to edit. We're going to select by color, by fill. I'm going to grab this yellow. So all of the yellow is now selected, and now I'm going to turn it black back to the way it was. All right. And I'm going to grab everything, and I'm going to take away the red outline from everything. And then I'm going to group everything because I don't want it to move at all. None of the dots. I don't want them moving. So now that that's done, and I know I can cut this out. So for the time being, the dots will be SS10. And when I click on or turn on my camera, I can open the link, and it worked, and it went right to the website. Those do matter. Nope, that works. Think with flow code. That's part of their coding. It does work for me. Not even without the words down here. It does work. It just worked. Yes, you can sublimate the black boxes if you're putting them on a white sublimatable shirt. And give it a shot while you're sitting there. Give it a shot while you're sitting there. I just did it with my camera. Now I'm going to try it with the QR code reader, QR code scanner. Let me go back to my QR code scanner. I'm scanning it, and boom, it worked. Open browser, and I'm on hotfixfix.store. So if you use flow code and you saw this was free, so you can create a rhinestone design, and you can even take the branding off of it. But keep in mind, when they scan the QR code, it is going to say flow code first, because we didn't pay for it to not say flow code. So for me personally, because it's important for branding, I will probably, unfortunately, have to go back and pay to make it work. So what you would need to do is I will send this over to the cutter. I'm going to have to ungroup everything again, but I'll have to send this to the cutter. And in sending it to the cutter, I'm probably going to let my flock go ahead and cut this out to help me with putting those squares where they're supposed to be in relation to the dots, and maybe do vinyl, knowing me. Okay, my camera doesn't, but QR Droid app does. Hey, Sharon Davenport. So let's ungroup this so that I can save it. So let me take this off. I'm gonna delete that, and let's save to my hard drive, and I'm gonna say QR code BLING, and then I'm gonna save this as an SVG because I do have business edition silhouette, and now it's saved. Okay, so I'm going to minimize that here in a sec. Let's grab Corel because that's how I cut my templates. Actually, you know what? First, before we do that, let's see something. The total size of this is 5.4 inches wide by 5.415 inches high. So almost 5.5 by 5.5 is what this turns out to be. Okay. So now that I saved it, you could actually, since you're doing this in vinyl, you could actually type in your business name down here if you wanted to. Thank you, Shar. You could type in your business name instead of where it said flow code before. You can put yours there. Okay. If you have the free version. All right. So let's go to Corel, and I'm going to open up a thingy. And this one is, I don't need it to be 24 inches. Hold on. That's too big. Let's do 12 by 12. Because I finally watched a video by the Rhinestone World that helped me get Graphy to cut all the way to 12 inches like I needed it to, which is totally awesome. So if you want that information, let me know and we can show you. But for right now, let's go to import. Let's go to downloads, QR code BLING, import. Remember, it was like 5.4 something by 5.4 something. Let's make sure that's the right size. And look, 5.407 by 5.405. As long as that 5.4 is there, for the most part, I'm good. I'm happy. All right. And so just to be sure, I'm going to move this down a little bit, and I'm going to use my phone again. And I'm going to scan it again, just to be sure that even though it's not over in silhouette, now it's over here in Corel, that it's still going to work. So I'm pointing it at it, flow code, open browser, boom. I'm right here at my website. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this to cut. So now that's there. Let me make sure everything is separated. It's not. So I need to ungroup all objects because that's how Graphy works. Graphy will not, everything has to be separated. Let's hit launch. Let's hit cut plot. And we'll go ahead and send this over to Graphy. All right. So it's going to take that a minute to load. Let's get over to the cutting table. It's loaded now. Thank goodness. Let's move it over so that when I put it on Graphy, it'll do like it's supposed to. And then let me switch y'all over to the cutting table and we will cut the flock. Okay. Boom. All right, y'all. This has been cool. Dennis, thank you so very much. There is wisdom and multitude of counselors. Okay, so the more people you have helping you out, you got to be humble enough to listen and take direction and learn, because that funny thing is it takes humility to learn. Because if you don't ever have humility, then you'll never learn from someone else. Right? So you can't be a know-it-all and not be able to look to someone for guidance, because I don't know everything. Oh, well, I know how to do it. I don't need to ask anybody. No, I had to ask. And Dennis, I appreciate your flow code reference. All right, so you guys, flow code is going to help us get our rhinestone QR code. So this is 12 by 12 piece of flock. I'm going to take it over to Graphy, and I know, unfortunately, I still haven't put a camera over here back on Graphy, and I need to do that. I'm probably going to put one over the top so that Graphy can always be looked at. Nice. Yes, honey. All right, let's cut this out. So I'm going to tell it to cut. Why is Mr. McQuackins up on the screen? In the dog, y'all. He gonna put himself up on the screen. That's funny. Okay. So let us go over here and tell it to cut. So let's hit send. And there we go. You're welcome, Chris Smith. All right, so now that that's over there cutting, it shouldn't take very long because Graphy is very fast. All right, which is why I love my GraphTech CE.
Your mic keeps going in and out. 7, that's why I was up on the screen.
Let's grab us a shirt. Actually, I need to cut on the heat press. So now Dennis pointed out that the squares are needed for the QR code. So I need to get like some black, I need something for the QR code to read. Now, on my other QR code program, you could do 2 different colors for the QR code. So I'd like to test that to see if I can do like the outside in purple, but the dots in black or something like that. But meanwhile, let's get a piece of...
The mic keeps going in and out. That's why I was trying to tell you.
Oh, okay. My bad. Let me grab the microphone because I'm far away from the mic. My bad. So, let's grab a piece of fabric and see if we can't get this to work. All right. So, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do a tote bag. Because I got a nice tote bag right here. It's polyester. We could sublimate the squares on here, which probably would have been smart to do. So that I don't like waste a bag. I need scissors. There we go. Because I really don't have black vinyl handy. Alrighty, so let's grab this. Let's grab this. Check this out because these little plastic thingies will melt on the heat press. Ooh, that's a wrinkly bag. All right. That thing is going to be done by the time Graphy heats up. So I'm going to hang on to this tote bag, actually, y'all. I don't want to waste a tote bag when I have fabric that I can use, even though this fabric has been sitting and it's very dusty. But I'm going to use this anyways. So where are my other scissors? I'm going to use these. All right. Graphy is done. Graphy has completed his mission. Graphy did not come to play. Okay. All right. So I need to clean this off because this is filthy. It's been sitting and collecting dust, dirt, and fur, unfortunately. Because my puppy likes to come in here when I don't want her in here. Dust, fur, and lint. Get that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this And then we'll bling a QR code. Now this is also polyester. It feels like cotton, but it's not. So this is like some of my favorite fabric, or used to be favorite fabric for doing projects for customers, because they couldn't tell that it was poly, even though I knew it was. I'll cut a piece of this, and then let's cut another piece over here. What is that? 33. Let's go 23. Let's do 10 inches. No, that was 5.5. So 5.5, 5.5 is 11. So let's go 12. 33, 21. That makes it 12. So that if need be, we can do 2 QR codes right there side by side. That's why I'm doing it that way. And then, did I fold it evenly? Yes, somewhat. So let's make it even, nice and presentable, so that I will have it as a sample. All right, now, so here is our fabric that we're going to use. All right, so I'm going to set it over here to the side. And now let's grab the template off of Graphy. Let me put my tools back because I'm tired of a junky studio, y'all. It's got to be, we got to do better. Okay, so here is the 12 by 12, and what I did not do, which is what I prefer to do, is I did not do a box around it. So I'm gonna have to do this different. So there we go, y'all. Look at there. Look at that. Perfection. Okay, look at there. So I'm gonna lay this back down. Now that I've peeled it, I know where to cut. So I'll cut this out. Grab my handle again. This is super dope. Dennis, thank you. Again, I can't thank you enough. Dennis is super helpful from all his years of experience in doing things with rhinestones. So this is an ideal option for doing your QR code in Bling because it's already in the dots, right? Right. So let's bring this over. It's going to be pushing it, but it'll be all right. Okay. All right. So let's grab this and peel it off again. Everything came off like it was supposed to. And you probably could scan this. Let's see. Where's my phone? I know my phone is probably like, oh my God, if she scanned that code one more time. So let's scan the code again. So let's go back. Look. See if it works. Oh, it's not going to work. Hold on. It's not going to work because I don't have this out. Okay. Now let's try it. See if it works. That's the QR code scanner. So it's in pink. It ain't working to work right there. So let's try it with the phone, with the camera. Look at that camera. It popped up. Show options, open link. Boom. Goes to the website. All right. So even this worked for me. It didn't with the QR code reader. The QR code reader probably tired of me at this point. But guess what, QR code reader? You gonna not even matter at this point because we about to bling it. All right. So I am going to, let's see, that's not big enough. Let's grab, yay, a piece of cutting mat, chopping mat. And remember, this half C square is the one that we want it to be this way up. Chris Smith, Tiffy, not Graffy, is heating up. My bad. Were you a mom like me to call out each kid's name before? Yes, I am. And Dennis pointed out something that is just absolutely correct. He says QR codes can point people to garment care instructions, email addresses, social media, PayPal, event sign up. So much for your imagination. Yes, that is absolutely correct. There's so many things you can do. Like for instance, I have a store, but you could put this, like he said, in like you sell a shirt, put the QR code, garment care instructions for your customers. There's a whole list of things that you can do, and it's absolutely awesome sauce. And Linda Davis, thank you so very much for becoming a new member. Holla! Woo! Yes, ma'am. Yes, honey. Thank you so very, very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Do you have to put the other little squares back in the big squares? So for this, because this is rhinestones, no, I'm not, because the rhinestones weren't going to work the way I needed it to. So for this method, what I'm going to do is either sublimate or I'm going to put vinyl in for those squares. Okay. So for right now, let's try. I want to experiment with something. So I know that our Montana, this is Montana. Montana is like a dark navy blue. I don't know how well you can see the navy in that, but from certain angles, you probably can see it pretty well. So the Montana should work. All right. Who is this? This is a dark color. This is jet black. Jet black will work. This is jet black. So the jet black will work. All right. So the dark versus a light background is what you're going for. All right. So my question, we did this just now with the pink flock dots, right? You saw that. So the pink flock dots did work. So I would like to experiment with a different color other than black, because I know the black will work. So let's try rose. Well, the pink was rose, wasn't it? Let's try a blue. And what I'm going to suggest is a solid color, not a an AB color. And eventually we can test with an AB color. Okay. So let's go with, because I'm wondering if like even the green zircon. Who is this? This is pretty. I think this is Capri or either blue zircon. This is blue zircon. Let's try blue zircon. It should work because it's dark enough. All right. Now you got your squares. So this will probably give us a little bit of a fit in the squares. I don't know where my, okay. Tanzanite, neon blue. I'm sorry, I didn't see the chat when I was looking for the color. And then I'm trying to go off of whatever I got sitting right here in front of my face too. So if you're brushing this in, you're probably gonna brush some into the square like you see me doing. Just don't worry about that for right now. We'll clean that out as we go, as you see me doing. It's not gonna hurt anything. And Tilly is back there warming it right on up. And I think this is the brush head that I ain't worn down yet because it's fighting me right now. Okay. What time we at? 10:32? Shoot, go us. This is the wrong brush head. Hold on. Let me because this is a new brush. I can feel it. And I got my, I don't know where my purple one is. My other purple one with the worn down head. Yeah, see, this is flowing a little bit smoother. I gotta wear it down first before it flows like I want it to. And then I don't have a lot of stones on here. So your stones also help your other stones flip like they're supposed to as well. So let's get this brushed off, get this brushed off. Get this brushed off. All these extra stones. Okay. Okay, checking for extra stones. And I got these stupid fingernail things on. It's annoying me, so I'm not gonna be able to pick up stones like I normally do because I was trying to be cute. Going to Indianapolis, my kids were like, "You need to try the S&S powder," and I tried the S&S. I don't like it. Makes my nails too thick, so I cannot wait to get this mess off my nails, y'all. This is can't. Darn S&S powder. Got your S&S. All right. So there's this, there's that. There's this one. I'm sorry I'm hand placing these, but I want to make sure they're in there. And that also gives Tilly time to heat up like he is doing back there. And it's also giving me a minute to think about what in the world I am going to do to put these squares. Because if I do, here's the issue with using sublimation. You can use sublimation, but you got to sublimate first. And then you got to give your your heat press time to cool down, because you sublimate at a roughly 400 degrees, at the very least 380 degrees, 385. So your rhinestones, our rhinestones, we don't suggest you heating up any hotter than 350. So you got to drop it by 30 degrees to keep from smoking out your glue on the back of your rhinestones. Okay, so definitely you can sublimate and bling, but you got to do your sublimation first, because it's the you want to make sure you got full contact of your sublimation template paper with your item that you're sublimating onto. And in order to do that, you have to make sure the full contact is there and not have anything obstructing it, which the rhinestones will obstruct. Okay, the rhinestones will obstruct. So we know jet black is going to work. We know jet black is going to work. And we're pretty sure that like your Montana will work, the super dark colors. So my concern is whether or not the bling is going to be too much. This is blue zircon. So my concern is whether or not this bling is going to be too much for it to not work as a QR code. Okay. So let me get a piece of transfer tape cut. And then we will pick this up. Hopefully I didn't make that too small. Knowing me, I probably did. Yeah, I did. But it's all right. I'm getting ready to splice it. And then we're going to make it long enough. How do you make it long enough? You say? We'll watch. Going to come straight down. All right. And so we know that we missed this up here. So what we're going to do is just cut another piece, another strip to make it work. All right. All right. Hopefully this is thick enough. And voila. Now we got a piece that's big enough. All right, so that's that. That's done. So I'm going to grab these fellas and I'm going to scoop it, put it up where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to let this sit right here for a hot second while I come over here to my vinyl and see if I have vinyl dark enough to work. So this is I may have to go in my other stash. I wonder. Let's try this. Let's see if it works. This is experimentation 101. And what make it so bad, now that I sit here and think about it, I don't have Graphy set to cut vinyl. So I think I'm going to have to use the Silhouette for this part of the experiment. And then go from there. Okay. So let me get the Silhouette mat. Since it's already on the Silhouette. And we're going to actually do it this way. We're going to put this on the mat. All right, and I'm going to load this onto the Silhouette, and then we will try this out. All right, did that shift? Oh, it looked like it shifted. It did not shift? No, it did not shift. So who likes a good experiment? This is crazy. Is there a transfer tape you suggest using with the rhinestones, Rosalind? Yes, very much so. The transfer tape I would highly suggest using is KTM Mask by the Rhine Heat Transfer Warehouse. And that should be in the description below. Should be. So this is Silhouette. Let's go to Silhouette. And I'm going to do something over here. I'm going to do a little bit of surgery to make my life easier. This, that, and this. And let's change the color. Boom. And so let's send it to cut. Actually, let's go back to design. And I'm going to select by color. By field. There we go. And let's move this over. All right, so what I'm doing over here off camera is I am actually grouping the squares. And I am getting them where they will cut by themselves without the circles. And so I'm moving this up so that it can cut. Thank you, Sharon Davenport, for the super chat. Where is my bell? Let's see. Heat transfer. Smooth. Yep, heat transfer. Then let's hit. Nope, I need to flip it, actually. Right, yep. Because it's got to, what's the face? So we need to mirror this object mirror. Boom. Now we can send this to the printer. Send as is. All right, and now Sharon Davenport, thank you so very much for these super chats. Woo! Tyler, thank you so very much for the super chat. this should be super quick. This part that's going down right now. Let's put this back. Let's grab this off of the silhouette. And it did. So this, is going to waste all of this. But it's, hey. That's what happens when you experiment. There's going to be some waste. So let's cut this so that we don't waste every single smidge of it. And let's weed, which is not usually one of my favorite things to do. But hey, that's how much I love you guys. We're going to weed. And I'm doing it in the same color, roughly same color blue. As close as I could get anyways. Bloop. Okay. There's that. Let's get the inside. And let's get the inside of this one. And then boom. We have our thingamabobby, right? Okay, so now that we have this, I tried to mess it up. Let's move this off to the side. Come on, super fat fingernails. Move. Thank you. Let me get that over there. Set that right there. Move this down so that you can see what Prince has to say. And let's grab our fabric. Okay, so here's our fabric. I'm gonna pre-press it, even though I shouldn't have to because it's been sitting over here on the floor for forever. Let's put our ruler back. I'm pre-pressing as I pre-press all fabric. All right, and then let's bring it over. Alrighty. And so here we need to do the QR code squares first. Okay, so here's the squares. I'm gonna do it over here on this side so that if we need to test another color, we can do so over here. All right, so here is the squares. Here are the squares. Wait a minute, I need to make sure I got enough room. Let's move this over. I was about to mess up. Need to make sure there's ample room. All right, and now I'm gonna press this by itself. And the cool thing is vinyl, I usually press my because this is Caesar vinyl, heat transfer vinyl. It's not Easy Weed, but it is the Caesar vinyl. I usually do that at 350 for about the same amount of time as my stones, about 12-15 seconds. So that works out perfectly. I don't have to change the temp on my heat press. And I peel hot. As you see, it did just fine. All right, and so now we can grab our rhinestones. All right, and kind of leave it nearby so that you can eyeball the distance, for your squares, because I'm sure the distance has a lot to do with this thing. Wow, that color is nowhere near. Oh, nowhere near the same color. All right. Let's see. Trying to make sure it's nice and straight and even, looking at the distances, seeing if I, making sure it's as close as I can get it. All right. Look good to you. Look good to me. Look good to us. I think this is it. Hopefully this is it. We're going to give it a shot. All right. All right. Get this over here without it shifting on me. And here we go. We're going to give it a shot, y'all. Let's see if it works. Drum roll, please. All right. Okay. So here we go. You ready? Who's ready to, first of all, we got to do our peel reveal, and then we got to see if it's going to scan. Okay. So here's the peel reveal. Peel reveal, so that you can see how absolutely gorgeous blue zircon is. Okay. That blue zircon is banging. All right. Looks absolutely great. Now we know this should work with jet black, but this is blue zircon. So let's see if it works. You got your camera ready? You want me to hold it still? Is your camera ready? Let me know if it works for you. I ain't even logged into my phone yet, so we can really log into my phone. All right, so my camera is on it. This is the camera. The camera ain't picking it up. Let's see. Camera's not picking it up. Is it picking it up for you? That's photo. So it didn't work for me with the camera. So let's try tools and let's try a QR code scanner. Let's see if the bling is just too much for it. Look at there. Boom. Blue zircon, baby. Woo. Success, shimmy. Holler. So can you bling a QR code? Who knows the answer? Can you bling a QR code? With the bling, can you do the QR code? Yas, honey. Yas. You definitely can. And this is blue. All right. We got 10 minutes left. We could try it with black, but I need black. Y'all, I don't need more vinyl, but so yeah, you can make it. You can make it work. I went right to the store for you, Anita. That's what's up. Yes. Now, because this did work for me, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do the paid version because I don't want this cut off at the bottom. I don't want it to say flow code. You know, I kind of want it to, you know, be the thing, and then possibly, you know, maybe a logo in the middle. I don't know about that part, but we'll see. Because if push come to shove, well, no, because I think the duck may take away with it if I do the bling duck in the middle. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to play around with flow code because this was pretty neat. And it turns it into the dots automatically for you. So you don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to work, you know, because it's already in the dots. And just because it's a crystal stone, crystal meaning the jet black, you can't see through the jet black stone. You can't see through it. But with all of the crystal based stones like blue zircon, coffee, light cyan, AB, or not AB, light cyan, any of those stones, they're crystal, so you can kind of see through the stone itself. Like you can see through it, but your Labrador you can't see through. Your jet black you can't see through. Montana you can't see through, but Montana actually does have a little bit of a crystal to it, so you can see that there's some clarity to it. But with that jet black, you don't see anything through that stone. So even the crystal based stones, you can see, you can see that it did do the QR code. You can see a bling duck will work. Let me edit. So we do have one bling duck. We got this one. This is the one I was talking about. This one was done for us by Craftable Things, but I don't know how small, you know, because this is kind of small. So this may take up too much space from flow code. So I have to see what flow code will let me do. If flow code will give me enough space for a duck. So we need to try that first, Dennis. I'll let you know if that works. You know, what flow code will let us have. Hey, Felicia Storm. Hey, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We missed you. It worked with the yellow and black too. So depending on the color of shirt, it should work. Yes. So what you want to keep in mind, you guys, is that the whole thing behind it is even with this one, it's a light background with a darker front. Okay, that's where your clutch is, a light background with a darker front stone. So if you do that, then you should theoretically be able to get your QR code to work, theoretically. Okay, so try it out. Let me know if you get you a QR code and you want to bling it and use it to, advertise your business. Look, it worked. It worked for us. Thank you to Flow Code. Okay, Flow Code came through for the blingers. Come through Flow Code. So here you go. Let's see. I got it right up here on the screen for those who may be tuning in late or may want to give it a try. Here you are. So it's sitting right there. See if it works, see if it don't. Let us know in the comments if you're watching the replay. Let us know in the comments if this worked for you. Holding it up right here. I'm trying to be as still as I can. And as you see, a heifer is like real wobbly. And it wasn't working out. But yeah, it was Flow Code. Let me get the dot-based QR code, not the square boxes, for those that are just tuning in as was just pointed out. Let me see. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Let me reopen what I closed. Or is it still open? It might still be open. Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulties. Yeah, it's still open. It's Flow Code. Let me pull it back up for y'all so that you can see it. Share screen, entire screen. Here is Flow Code. Okay, so this is Flow Code. So definitely check them out. Flow Code. I used basic. I did not purchase. You can purchase. If you purchase, you get a whole lot more perks. Like, first of all, see it says privacy.flowcode.com. That will not show up in your, you can purchase this so that you don't get Flow Code on your QR code. So you can try it out for free if you want to, but I actually do intend to try it and pay for it because I do love using QR codes for stuff, right? And so having a bling QR code on the shirt, I think would be super duper awesome sauce. All right. And so really quick, let us also go here. Let's copy this. And I want to show you guys something else that you can do today if you want to. You can go to the link in the description, and here is the rhinestone designs that we got from the rhinestone mechanic this week. Okay, so we have mystery boxes. As you see, you scroll on down, there's more, but check this out. Here are the design bundles that are offered to us. Well, not bundles, but the designs that are offered to us this week that are for the Baby's Booty channel. All right. So if you go here, and I'm going to drop the link in the description, in the chat. If you click there, you can go and grab all of these at these great prices. Now, keep in mind, if you wait beyond 24 hours after tomorrow, these designs go up in price. Like, they don't stay $5, but your mystery box does. Your mystery box that he provides for our channel stays $2, and you can go back and get the older mystery boxes, and they have rhinestone designs in them just for this channel. All right, $2, you get designs. All right, which is a great deal. And these are the designs that are offered this week. Great quality designs. You're talking about years of experience of design. So definitely go check them out. Like, you got this one. Let's see, this is June. So I don't know of any awareness for June or July, but you've got your red, white, and bougie. These work for July. Then you've got introverts, which work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I need 5 of these shirts because there are times where I just want to go home, be home, and not talk to body. But that's not how it went down for us at the Graphics Pro Expo. Really quick, let me see if I can't pull up a couple of the pictures so that you can see them. If I have them, yes, I do. Like for instance, check this one out. This was super cute, totally awesome. Graphics Pro Expo. You got Angel B, you got craftable things, and then you got me looking real wild and crazy because it was a long day, or a long morning. So you got that one. Let's see what else I got for y'all. Let me go back. Which that was fun. You got let's see. I need to get these things edited. I swear I do. Let's see what else we got. You got this one, which I think is super duper cute. This is all of us in front of the step and repeat of the Start Here Academy. This was right after Angel B's presentation. We all wore Angel B shirts. And when I tell you the shirts did get attention, folks was asking about those shirts, y'all. That shimmy bling, that shimmy shine was just messing with the folks. I swear it was. And let's see what else we got. I do have the video of Angel B doing her presentation. I will not show the video because if I'm not mistaken, they want you to they're going to put the video up somewhere, or I don't know. We need to find out whether or not we can show y'all the video. But here is Angel B giving her presentation. And so that was fun. She did an excellent job. Absolutely loved it. You guys make sure you know where the Graphics Pro Expo is next year so that you can be able to attend next year. I don't know where it'll be yet. We'll see if we can figure it out. And then here's us out having a good old time at the seafood restaurant. Just enjoying each other's company. I had a ball. Don't pay no attention to the triple necks we got going on right here on this side of the picture, but just keep in mind I had an awesome time. Absolutely loved it. Looking forward to the next Graphics Pro Expo, and definitely the next Start Here Academy. Let's look and see if they have the next Start Here Academy listed already. I definitely want to get you guys aware of that, because it's I invited you guys to the one that was in Charlotte. You go to graphics-pro-expo.com. All right, and then they tell you where their events are. Here are events. You click on events. Portland, Oregon is next. That's July 19th through the 20th. I am not going to Oregon, so next time. Long Beach, California, August 17th through the 19th. They're going to have Wraps Con. So if you're into car wraps, this is going to be a hot show to go to. Then September is the 13th through the 14th. This is in Baltimore. So that's the next show. Now, 2024, they have Irving, Texas in March. They have Long Beach in June with the Wraps Con. Then Greater Philadelphia in July the 10th through the 12th. And then Indianapolis. And then in October. And then in Charlotte, you've got November 7th through the 9th. Fam, I was supposed to be showing y'all that, and you couldn't see it at all. Y'all couldn't see it. Y'all couldn't see it. This is next week. Next year, 2024. 2024. Fam, this one right here, this Charlotte show, November 7th through the 9th. You might want to make travel plans. Okay? You might want to make travel plans for the Charlotte show. More information is coming in regards to that, but I'm just letting you know that if you might want to make plans for this one. And you might want to make plans for the 6th. Okay? I'm just FYI, little birdie, I'm not going to spill. Normally I can't hold a secret, but with this one, for right this exact second, I'm holding the secret. But more information will come towards the end of the year, but you might want to make plans to travel to Charlotte for this one. You might want to plan. Okay. So Graphics Pro Expo, November 7th through the 9th in Charlotte. But here are the other dates for 2024. Y'all, holler. Yeah, we back in November, Jesse. I'm hollering. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So tonight was fun. Tonight I went over a couple of minutes, but guess what? It's okay. We had fun. We learned that we can bling a QR code, which was super awesome to find out. So if you haven't blung a QR code, then now you know you can. Now the only difference is the squares. You will probably have to do those in vinyl or sublimation to make sure that your squares come out like they're supposed to, because they are part of the QR code. You can't not have the squares. All right. So that's a little different, but it's no worries. You can do it, you know, especially if you find you some vinyl or some ink that matches your stone the way you want to. Then you can definitely get that to work. And it was fun. It was a really cool test run to see if we could do it, and we could. So I'm excited about that and looking forward to seeing how you decide to do your rhinestone QR codes as well. All righty. Chris Smith, yeah, she says in a day or two before or after for a Bling Retreat Fest. I can't let any cats out of any bags over here, not yet. So we will have some cats out of some bags, you know, a little bit later in the year. And yes, Marilyn, we did have a successful experiment, which I am super excited about, thanks to a lot of you guys with your help with silhouette, and also Dennis with his suggestion with flow code. So thank you all so very much for hanging out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to go see if I can't find some black vinyl to do this in the jet black stones. And actually see about putting this on a shirt. We may have to add these to the baby's booty shirts. All right. See if we can't get that to work. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Don't forget the sale on those rhinestone designs is for 24 hours over there at the Rhinestone Mechanic. Click the link in the description and go get you some really awesome designs. All right. So if you need more a step-by-step, we'll see about doing a step-by-step video for flow code and getting your rhinestone design changed over into the QR code from flow code, so it's all trimmed down to just that part of the video, and see if we can help you guys out and skip some steps and long video parts. But at any rate, it worked and it was awesome sauce. So we appreciate y'all hanging out tonight and look forward to seeing what you do with your QR codes and or your designs from the Rhinestone Mechanic. All right. And so until the next time we see you all, we hope you have happy QR coding in Bling. Bye. Have a good night.
How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty Ice Boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.